I'm out of options, nothing's working. I'm out of service. Come help me now, I'm fucking nervous. I'm trying but can't scratch the surface. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Can we find what we're missing and compromise? So I'll keep my shoes on and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can we find a single reason not to say goodbye? Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Don't know what to do anymore. I'm out of options, nothing's working. I'm out of service. Come help me now, I'm fucking nervous. I'm trying but can't scratch the surface. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Can we find what we're missing and compromise? So I'll keep my shoes on and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can we find a single reason not to say goodbye? Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Richmond for some 5150 Cup Series racing. It's Tuesday night, which means we are live on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, bringing you the action right here, right now. Best streaming service in the business. I'm the GOAT, Blake Hutchinson, on the call. We got about 9 more minutes left of practice. There's about 15 plus cars signed in so far right now. Quick time on the board. None other than Maverick Davis in the 15 car with a time of 21.63. That's a 5150 track record right here at Richmond. Looking through the field, though, looks like bump and run. Jesse Becker looking good out of here, out of Southport, North Carolina. Bump and run Jesse Becker. He's going to be a tough one to beat here tonight. 21.74, sitting in second place so far. And looking through the field a little bit deeper, we got one of the slowest cars on the track. It's the number 63 car of Aaron Poplin, straight out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's hop on board with the slow 63 car of Aaron Poplin. Look at him putting down the straightaways. This car is junk, folks. Look at him wheeling this lump of junk around the speedway. Aaron Poplin trying to find some speed, unable to do so. Team BCI not looking very good here tonight. A lot of work to do to that slow 63 Hooters Amtrak car. Otherwise, we got the GOAT, Kenneth Bartholomew, fan favorite in the 73 car. The fans love this man, always with the colorful looking car. He ain't very fast though, folks. 21.96, that's in 13th place. Kenneth Bartholomew, you got some work to do, bud. And we got Logan Fishishin up here right now, sitting in the 6th spot, 21.85. Logan, mediocre as usual, right here around the track. Sitting in 6th spot, though, not too bad for him. One guy to always watch, though. We got Brian Samara, car owner, or team owner of Team BCI. He gave Aaron Poplin the junk, put all the good stuff on his car. Right now, sitting in 9th spot. And his teammate and points leader, right behind him, JT Tinker in the 93 car, who's currently sitting in the pits. JT Tinker looking okay around here, sitting in 10th right now. Otherwise, though, we got Chad White in that 28 car. Chad White is always bad fast. Out of Loudon, Tennessee, this man can absolutely wheel anything. Chad White, number 28 car, looking good around the speedway. Currently sitting in 4th spot, 21.8. But we got about 7 more minutes left to practice. We're going to get some of these patented Hutchinson Motorsports music tunes going. Because we know that Michael Peters is in here and he loves this Hutchinson Motorsports music. He can't live without it. So we're going to give the man what he wants, folks. I'll be back shortly, though. I'll let you enjoy the beautiful views around Richmond Motor Speedway for the 5150 Tuesday Night Cup Series race right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best broadcast company in the entire industry. Let us know in the chat who's going to win this thing here tonight. It's going to be Maverick Davis, or is Bump and Run Jesse Becker going to get it done for all his fans at home? Or is it going to be somebody else? Only one way to find out. That's to tune in live right here, Tuesday Night Racing, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best streaming service in the entire business. Folks, I say it every week. I'm going to say it again. You got Netflix, it's junk. Unsubscribe. You got Flow Racing, junk. Get rid of it, you're wasting your money. Dirt Vision, junk. Get rid of it all, folks. All you need, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best streaming service in the business. We got the biggest library of iRacing broadcasts known to man. Watch them over and over, back to back, just like I do every single day. There's always something to watch right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. And you know what? It's free, folks. Unbelievable how we do it. We do it free for you fans at home. I'm the GOAT up here, Blake Hutchinson, in the booth, making the call for you. Richmond Motor Speedway, beautiful night of racing here, Tuesday night racing. We sold out the stands once again here. Tuesday night, the fans have come out, and boy, this place is jam-packed. Hell, we were turning people away earlier. 4 more minutes left to practice. Maverick Davis, quick time, 21.60. now we're watching the Leland, North Carolina driver junk his car like usual. It's Christian Taylor. The 96 car, it's slow and it's junk. Pulling it into the pits, folks. We're going to keep an eye out on this 3-car Cody Kern out of Stanley, North Dakota, the middle of nowhere. There's nothing to do up there except hop on the iRacing, and here he is in the number 3 Chevy, Cody Kern, currently sitting in the 8th spot here on the board. Haven't heard much from this man this year. It's Chris Benson. Slowly putting together a solid season. He's been quiet this year, but he's been solid. Looking for that first win of the year, though. Christopher Benson out of Holman, Wisconsin. Can the Midwesterner get it done here at Richmond? We're going to find out. Right here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're going to pull up some race info for you big fans here at home. Outside, it's a beautiful 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Small chance of rain, but we should be good to go. Partly cloudy. We got some wind conditions here, though. 17-mile-an-hour winds. Drivers need to adjust for that. Over here at the beautiful Richmond Raceway. About a 3/4 mile track here. Looking good. Great night for racing. Tuesday night racing. Sold out crowd right here, Richmond. Let's show you these beautiful views around the speedway. The Hutchinson Motorsports Blimp. Unbelievable. Right now we're watching Frank Warner wheel this thing around out of New York. And the number 9 Camry, Frank Warner trying to find some speed. Right now sitting with a time of 21.93. He just got dumped. The 19 car is junk. Logan Fascishin junked his car. He's going to need to go to a backup car, folks. After putting down a time of 21.85 for 8th spot, he's going to a backup car, the number 19. Going to have to head down pit road, fix that thing up, or pull out the backup. Going to be interesting to see what happens. JT Tinker looking pretty slow here, the number 93 car. Points leader coming in. Not sure he's going to be able to hold on to that points lead because he is slow, folks. 21.91. That car, he's junk. My pick to win it tonight, though. This is an easy one, folks. I hate to do it, but it's a 15 car, Maverick Davis. He's just night and day faster than these guys. The Maverick gets cocky a lot of times. He might blow it. You never know. Keep an eye out on the 69 car, though, of Riley Sullivan, the Canadian. One of the dirtiest drivers I've ever seen. This man absolutely dumped Jarrett Veltman earlier in the year to win at Bristol. Can he do it again? Won the last short track. Is he going to win this one too? We're going to find out here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, Tuesday night racing right here. 5150 Cup Series action. We are hopping straight into our qualifying event here, folks. Who's going to set quick time around Richmond Raceway? Who wants to be world famous in front of millions and millions on Hutchinson Motorsports TV? Live broadcast right here tonight. 5150 Cup Series action. First car to hit the track, it's our points leader. It's JT Tinker in the number 93 car. What kind of lap time is JT going to put down? He was only 10th quickest in practice. He wants to improve upon that, but I tell you what, folks, JT is a terrible qualifier. I know that. Everybody knows it, but we're going to see what kind of time he can put down for us. Picking the green flag, it's JT Tinker, the number 93 car, on to the backstretch. What kind of lap time is he going to put down for us? Keeping it nice and steady. Coming out of turn 4, he's going to cross the line for his first lap. With a time of 21.92. Can JT improve upon that? We're going to find out. But there's a plethora of cars hitting the track, including Chad White, who's top of the leaderboard with a 21.72. Chad White, top of the board. and junk. Chad White's going to have to settle for that 21.72 time. JT Tinker dropping down the board just a little bit, but he regains a spot there. 21.83, second and final lap for JT Tinker. Here's a man to watch. Frank Warner, he was junk in practice. He was slow, but I tell you what, this man can qualify with the best of them. He is the league's Ryan Newman. They call him Steady Hand Frank Warner, and I'll show you why in the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view. Look at Frank, nice and steady on the wheel. Every time I watch this man, I think he's cheating. Look how smooth that wheel is. Frank's cheating out there, folks. Look at this man. He is bad fast around this speedway. It's a 9-car. Franklin Warner. Coming out of turns 3 and 4, his first lap, going to cross the line with a time of junk 22.12. Frank Warner to the back. The dirty driving Canadian Riley Sullivan putting down a time of 21.73. That's good enough for a second spot. Here comes one of the fan favorites. It's Bump and Run Jesse Becker in his number 97 machine. We're going to hop on board Bump and Run Jesse Becker on his first lap, entering turns 3 and 4. Out of Southport, North Carolina, what kind of lap time can Bump and Run Jesse Becker put down? Gonna cross the line, 21.75, jump. Maverick Davis at the top of the board, folks. Maverick Davis, 21.46, top of the board by 0.3 of a second. The only man he really needs to watch for is this man right here, Bump and Run Jesse Becker. Gonna cross the line right here with a time of jump 21.74. Bump and Run Jesse Becker letting his fans down at home. Unbelievable. What a terrible run on Jesse Becker. Meanwhile, we're going to watch Darian Mertens put around this speedway here. Going to try to not get last place. We're going to see what the 32 car has for us, Darian Mertens. Meanwhile, I'm trying to pull up some race information for us. Ladies and gentlemen, I was mistaken. Our points leader is actually the 15 car of Maverick Davis. Maverick Davis is your points leader here in the 5150 Cup Series. 214 points. He's got a 10-point lead on the next racer, who is Brian Samara in the 53 car. Brian Samara, second place in points, followed by JT Tinker in third. That's your top 3. But our qualifying is just about over with, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the board for your 5150 quick time. Maverick Davis, 21.46, top of the board by about 0.3 of a second. He is the man to beat here tonight. Maverick Davis in that 15 car, looking bad fast. Behind him, though, we got the 28 car, Chad White, second spot, 21.72. And right behind him, the Canadian, the dirty driving Canadian weapon. It's Riley Sullivan, 21.73. Just about every driver has hit the track, though, it appears. We've got nearly 20 cars signed in here tonight around Richmond Raceway. 5150 Tuesday night Cup Series action right here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best broadcast company in the entire business. Let us know, though, in the chat, who you're rooting for, who's going to win this thing, who's going to junk it, who is going to junk their car. Michael Peters says it's going to be a race for P2 tonight. Nobody's going to catch Maverick. Boy, that's got to be true, because Maverick Davis is just night and day faster than everybody else. But our qualifying's wrapping up here. We're going to jump straight into our main event here, Richmond Raceway, 5150 Tuesday night Cup Series action, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We've sold it out again, folks. Unbelievable what we're doing. Tuesday night racing, we have sold out this raceway. And I tell you what, we have been turning people out at the doors. We have been telling people, sorry, sir, there is no room for you. You're going to have to go home and watch it on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best broadcast company in the industry. And trust me, I heard him say that. Word for word, that is exactly what they told him. He wasn't very happy. But it is what it is. Maverick Davis off the board, 21.46. That's a track record, folks. Once again, Maverick Davis breaking the track record. Who's got anything for Maverick, though, tonight? Always got to keep an eye on that 28 car, Chad White. Oh, Franklin Warner says that Maverick is going down here tonight. Frank Warner says he's going to come from the back and he's going to win this race in that number 9 car. Frank Warner going to have to shoot off from 14th spot, but he's got something for Maverick. Something in his back pocket here. Frank Warner, the experienced driver out of New York, really challenging the youngster Maverick Davis. We appreciate you tuning in here tonight. Make sure you click that like button for us. If you're not subscribed to the page, go ahead and do that. While you got a minute, go ahead, head on over to facebook.com/Hutchinson Motorsports. Like that page as well. And folks, if you're interested in sponsoring one of our races or more than one, be sure to let league president Taylor Litzenberger know. He would appreciate the support. Bill's asking when's the start time. It is any moment here, Bill. Any moment. I'd say about a minute and a half. Less than 2 minutes. We'll be gridding up here. We'll be getting started. Bill is on the edge of his seat. He is ready for this 5150 action to start Tuesday night racing, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. There's no place better to be right now, folks, than sitting at home on the couch, having Hutchinson Motorsports TV on the TV and just rooting for your favorite driver, because this is going to be a good one, folks. Short track racing, Richmond Raceway. We got a big one planned for you tonight, folks. Less than 1 minute till start time here. Richmond Raceway, 5150 Cup Series action. If you're interested in joining the league, let us know in the comment section here, and we'll shoot you over an invite link. Tuesday nights, we run our Cup Series here. Friday nights, we have our Xfinity Series as well as our Super Speedway Series. While we are in the off-season, we also have a Dirt Series on Wednesday nights. Dirt Series, we do plan on running a micro sprint mini-series during our off-season, which should start up. This week, we're going to be doing recruitment races. So if you're interested in that, be sure to let us know. Well, we hope you're ready to go, folks, because in about the next few seconds, we're going to get gridded up for our main event here tonight. 5150 Cup Series action, Richmond Raceway, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. No place better to be. I'm the GOAT, Blake Hutchinson, on the call up here in the booth. Our racers are about to get lined up, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get your starting grid. Give me one moment. We're going to let them get out here. Ladies and gentlemen, on the pole, in the 15 car, it's Maverick Davis. To his outside in the number 28 machine, it's Chad White. Row number 2, we got the Canadian weapon, the 69 car, Riley Sullivan. To his outside in the 33 car, Chris Vincent. Row number 3, on the inside, we got Bump and Run Jesse Becker in the 97 machine. To his outside in the 3 car, we have Cody Kernan. Row number 4, on the inside in the 53 car, it's Brian Samara. To his outside, Cam Patterson. Row number 5 on the inside, the 93 car. One of the fan favorites here lately. It's the 93 of JT Tinker. To his outside, it's the GOAT of racing in the 73 car, Kenneth Bartholomew. Row number 6 on the inside, we have the 96 car, Christian Taylor. To his outside, in the 19, Logan Fitzgerald. Scroll down a little bit more here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in row number 7 in the number 37 car, it's Bryce Barfield to his outside. Steady hand, Frank Warner in the 9 car. We have Justin Rose in the number 71 machine, and to his outside, the 10 car, Brianna Lavin. And in the back row, bringing up the tail, it's the 32 car of Darian Mertens, and starting dead last, it's the 63 from Team BCI, Aaron Poplin. That is your starting grid here tonight for the 5150 Cup Series race right here, Richmond Raceway. I'm Blake Hutchinson on the call. Hutchinson Motorsports TV about to bring you the action live. The best broadcast company in the business, and there's a reason for it, folks. We have all the camera angles. I tell you what, we even have a blimp. I'll show you right now. Our eyes in the sky, the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. Watching these racers warm these tires up. We are ready to go 180 laps around the speedway. Richmond Raceway. Racing should be a good one to watch here, folks. Short track racing. Who is going to dump who? You know there's going to be some wrecks. Who's going to be junking them, folks? That's what I'm ready to see. We're going to see some pit strategy. There's going to be all kinds of stuff here tonight. Going to be junking each other. They're going to be wrecking. They're going to be coming down pit road, getting some fresh tires. All kinds of stuff here. Going to be a great one to call, though, folks. But it looks like the 15 car Maverick Davis about to take a screen. Ladies and gentlemen. Should be next time by. Next time by, we're going to be dropping the green flag. The number 15 car from the pole. Going to take us underway here. Can the 28 car Chad White keep up? Or is Maverick Davis just going to pull away instantly? We're going to find out, folks. We will find out. But my pick to win it from the pole. I'm not taking any chances. I'm taking Maverick Davis in the 15 car, folks. Go ahead and put in the chat who you're going to pick. Don't wait till the race starts. Don't be that guy. But 180 laps around the speedway, folks. We are going to have one stage. Not sure what lap that's going to be. We'll find out later. That the pace car is in. And the green flag is out. Clean and green so far. Field's looking good. Maverick Davis with a good start. We're going to hop back at the back of the field. See if these guys are junking each other yet. Enter in turn 1. Looking clean so far. Nobody in the wall yet. Nobody is junked either. Maverick Davis out front by a handful of car lengths, and it looks like the 69 car Riley Sullivan able to take over the second spot. Riley Sullivan trying to get to work on the Maverick Davis. He can't waste much time because we all know how fast that number 15 machine is. We're going to hop on board with Riley Sullivan. Out of Montreal, Quebec. Riley Sullivan sitting in the second spot right now. And the yellow flag is out. We got some cars jumped. What happened here, folks? What happened? We were 3 wide. The 9 car Frank Warner coming around the speedway. Looking good so far. Oh, there was a wreck in front of him. Frank checks up and just smokes him. So we're going to find out what actually happened there. I do believe Cam Patterson's involved. Let's see what happened here, folks. Give me one moment. Started ahead of him as well. This is tough. This is tough, folks. I think the 53 car of Brian Samara is involved. We're going to see. I'm trying to find the spin, but this kind of sucks. Not going to lie. This kind of sucks. We're going to go up front here. Try to figure out what happened. Uh-oh. Looks like Chad White got turned. The number 28 car appeared to have got turned here by Chris Vinson. We're going to see what happened. We are under yellow here, folks. Right here it is. Like the 33 just dumps him. Chris Vinson absolutely dumps Chad White. Chad White's able to save it, though, because he is an absolute beast. And it looks like everybody behind kind of gathers up. Unfortunately, Jesse Becker gets dumped by Brian Samara and a handful of other cars involved, folks. Looking at the board, it looks like the following cars were involved: Aaron Poplin, Cam Patterson, Frank Warner, Jesse Becker, JT Tinker, Brian Samara, Kenneth Bartholomew, the GOAT, involved as well. Unbelievable. A bunch of cars involved in that one, folks. A big pile up. Chris Vincent dumps Chad White, and then a big pile up behind, a lot of cars coming down pit road. Meanwhile, Maverick Davis, still your race leader. Unfortunate turn of events there for a handful of our drivers, but they're going to try to get it all fixed up. Here comes Aaron Poplin. Aaron Poplin, working his way through the field, has gained 5 spots since the start of this race. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Poplin is bad fast around the speedway. But our hard charger of the race so far, it's Brianna Lavin. She started back in 18th. She is up. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. She started in 16th. She is up to 8th right now. 8 spots gained so far. Looking good so far, that 10 car, Brianna Lavin. Already worked her way halfway through the field. Pretty quick wreck there. Only got a couple of laps in, but it is what it is. We're here at Richmond. Short track racing. It's going to happen. Catching up on some messages here, though, folks. Meanwhile, Maverick Davis, still your race leader, 2nd spot. Currently, Riley Sullivan right behind him. Chad White, after saving the car after almost getting dumped. Way to go, Chad White in the number 28 car. But we're here Tuesday night racing, sold out crowd with Richmond Raceway 5150 Cup Series action. We're coming to 1 to green, I do believe here, folks. Gonna be dropping the green once again. As our racers stack up, Maverick Davis taking the inside line, of course. 15 car from the pole to the outside. Going to be the 69 of Riley Sullivan. Is he going to be able to find a way around him? Probably not, but you never know. Meanwhile, we go to the back of the field, bringing up the rear. Brian Samara, after junking his car on lap 2. Not very happy. Brian Samara has a long way to go for this one. Pace car is in. Once again, we're going to drop the green here at Richmond Raceway. And the green flag's out. Maverick Davis with a good start here. He's going to be your race leader heading into turn 1 once again. We're going to keep an eye on these guys. Are they going to cool it down? Or are they going to say, hell with it, I'm going to win this race right here, right now, on lap number 8? Because we're on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best broadcast company in the entire business. But we're staying clean so far. Nothing really happening through the field. Here comes Cam Patterson with the junk front end. We got a car wrecked. Junk. Cody Kern junked his field. I'm sure junked his car, I do believe. Let's see what happened. Nope. Uh-oh. Looks like the 96 of Christian Taylor right hooks Cody Kern. Absolutely junks him, folks. Unbelievable. Look at this. Right here, you got the 96 car. We're going to slow this down for you. Slow motion here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Right here, the 96 on the outside. Gets a little loose, comes down, says, you know what, I'm going to right hook this guy right into the wall. Cody Kern goes in for a 160-mile-an-hour ride, straight into the fence, junks his car, comes down, junks the 96. You're junked. The 37 smokes him. Meanwhile, let's see if anybody else is involved. I do believe everybody else got out of it. But that's an unfortunate turn of events there. It looks like Christian Taylor absolutely junks Cody Kern. Cody Kern's race might be over with. I think he's done for. Look at that junk car, folks. There he is, Cody Kern out of Stanley, North Dakota. Your car is junk. Look at the front end. We got an open wheel modified. Is he going to get back out there and run that lump of junk? Are they going to pull it into the garage and call it quits? We're going to find out right here. Stops down pit road. Gets a fast repair. He's good to go, folks. He's going to fix that bad boy up. He's heading back out there. Cody says, I got some payback to do, bud. It is go time. Lap number 11 out of 180. Plenty of time to go here, folks. Gonna be interesting to see if Cody Kern wants to give some payback to this man right here. Christian Taylor right hook Cody Kern straight into the fence, and he's out there driving an open wheel modified, no front end. That car is absolute junk. Not sure why he's even staying out there at this point. Meanwhile, though, we appreciate you tuning in for some Tuesday night 5150 Cup Series action. Keeping up here with the chat. Christian Taylor fans. The Christian Taylor fans were rooting for Christian. Well, that didn't last long, did it? Christian Taylor letting his family down. Unfortunate there. The 96, absolute junk. Take a look at that car. Christian Taylor's family cannot be happy after that move. But back out front, Riley Sullivan sitting in second spot out of Montreal, Quebec. The Canadian weapon, Riley Sullivan. Is he going to move Maverick Davis out of the way, or is he just going to wait till the last lap? That seems to be his MO. Riley Sullivan, he likes, being real calm and cool and collected until the last lap, and then he just absolutely dumps you, which is pretty smart, folks, because if you do it on the last lap, they can't get you back. But eventually, it's going to catch back up with him, and the racers are going to find out what he's doing out there. Meanwhile, though, we're pacing around this speedway, keeping an eye out here. Looking through the chats, who is available to be pulled up into the booth? Give me one moment.
Bruh.
Jesse, Blake up in the booth, you got me?
I got you.
Hey, how's it looking down there so far, Jesse?
It's been a rough start. That first caution, I saw the wreck happening, and that's slowed down, and I guess some people didn't slow down behind me. Of course, I'm the one that gets turned around.
Yeah.
Damage is all fixed. We're a lap down, but I imagine I'll get it back fairly quick.
Yeah, you're gonna have plenty of lucky dog opportunities, I do believe here. But well, we definitely wish you good luck, and the rest of your team as well. I'll go ahead and send you back down with your team.
All right, thank you, bud.
That's the 97 car, Jesse Becker, trying to work his way back through the field. Has a junk car, had to go fix it. He fell a lap down, but don't you worry, folks. He's going to be able to get that lap back, I guarantee it. Meanwhile, Maverick Davis still your race leader because we're here on lap number 14 out of 180. Hutchinson Motorsports TV bringing you the call live to a sold-out crowd here at Richmond Raceway. 5150 Tuesday night Cup Series action. The pace car is in. We are about to drop the green for the third time. Green flag in the air. Maverick Davis with a good start. Riley Sullivan trying to keep up. He's going to fall on the line here. Right behind him, we have the 33 car, Chris Vincent. Can these guys keep it clean? Can they keep it green? Or are they going to junk each other? We are good so far, folks. Looking through the field. Here comes the number 53 machine. Brian Samara in the yellow turd-looking car. Working his way through the field. Riley Sullivan has junked his car. He's heading down pit road. A major issue from Riley Sullivan. Was running in second. He is coming down pit road. He's going to fall multiple laps down. We're going to hop up to the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp and see what is going on around this speedway, folks. Our eyes in the sky watching the racers. Are they going to junk each other? Here comes Cody Kern. He's going to give some payback to the 96. Keep an eye on that 3 car. He's trying to junk the 96. He wants some payback. We're watching it live, folks. Cody Kern trying to turn the 96. Right here he is. And the 3 car. He is seeing red right now, folks. Cody Kern says, get the hell out of my way or get turned, bud. You are junk. He has bumped him at least 10 times. The 3 car bumps him again. He's trying to junk him, folks. Unbelievable. Cody Kern all over the back bumper. And he finally decides to go underneath him and go around him. No, he decides to bump Logan, too. Cody Kern able to avoid it, but he turns it right. He's able to save it. Looks like the 32 of Mertens has turned his car. Let's see what happened here. Darian Mertens was turned, or if he turned himself. Nope. I think he just got a little loose there, folks. The 32 car goes in a little deep, driving in over his head. Turns it right in front of Brian Samara. Samara able to avoid him. JT Tinker unfortunately collects him, and Logan Fischischen absolutely smoked him. He's going to have some damage on the front of his car. That's unfortunate there. Darian Mertens driving in over his head. Spins it. loops it. We are back under yellow, folks. Lap number 19 out of 180. Your race leader, still Maverick Davis in the number 15 car right here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Looking good so far. See if these racers can figure it out. These guys driving in too hard, but it is what it is. We're at Richmond Raceway for some short track racing. And I tell you what, the drivers, they realize this is a nationally televised event on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. They know it's go time. You don't want to come out here and embarrass yourself. You don't want to be slow. So it's go time. And these guys, they're just going in a little bit too hard. But we're back under yellow. We're going to get some of this patented Hutchinson Motorsports music playing for you because we know you love it, folks. Let me find a good one. Tuesday night racing right here, 5150 Cup Series action. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Blake Hutchinson on the call. I'm the GOAT up here in the tower. Let us know in the chat what you think so far. Are these guys idiots? I don't know. Let me know. Are these guys just that terrible? We're going to find out, though, tonight. We still got 160 laps left to go, folks. We're not even close. Lap number 22 out of 180. Can these guys figure it out? Keep this race green. Can we get some green flag laps in? I believe we've already had 3 cautions, folks. The over-under of cautions has gone to 10, folks. Would you bet the over or would you bet the under? We are 1 lap to green. We're going to drop the green flag for the 4th time. Can these guys figure it out? Or are they just getting started for the 5150 Demo Derby right here, Richmond Raceway, Hutchinson Motorsports TV? You guys didn't know you tuned into a Demo Derby, did you? Well, we're just getting started, folks. We're going to hop up to the limit and see who's going to junk who. Any moment, pace car heading in. Maverick Davis looking to take a screen yet again. Maverick Davis getting a push from the 33. What a jump by the 33 car. Right on his bumper. Here comes Chris Vincent. Looking good on that restart, folks. We are still green for the time being. Keeping an eye on these guys. And they keep it smooth. We're going to find out here. It's just a matter of time before somebody gets jumped. There's a 96 car driving that lump of junk around the speedway. He needs to pull it in. Has no front bumper. That car is junk, folks. The 96 is in the way. Look at this lump. There he is, Christian Taylor out of Leland, North Carolina. Driving an open wheel modified, and he is in the way. Cody Curran looking to move him. He still owes him some payback from earlier on. Cody Curran, the 3 car, finally decides, I'm just going to go by this guy. I'm sick of wasting my time. Gonna go underneath him and pass him. Meanwhile, the 96 dropping to the back. We're gonna go back up front. Maverick Davis still your race leader. But can Chris Vincent out of Holman, Wisconsin run him down? Right now he's about a second behind. Gonna have some serious work to do, folks. We are mostly single file through the field, though. Looking through the field, looks like Brian Samara slowly but surely working his way back up through the field. We're gonna keep our eye right here on the 53 car, Brian Samara. Samara currently sitting in the 7th spot. Trying to get to work, get around that 10 car, Brianna Lavin. Can he find a way around her? Not looking like it so far. Meanwhile, though, Riley Sullivan has worked his way all the way back up to about 9th spot right here after having a pit under green. Not sure what happened earlier, but it worked out for him. Able to stay on the lead lap and working his way to the field up to 9th. Meanwhile, bump and run. Jesse Becker back here. Jesse Becker is back on the lead lap. He is hanging out in the back right now, though, sitting all the way back in 17th place. But so far, our hard charger of the race in the 71 car, it's Justin Rhodes. He started all the way back in 15th spot. Here he is, folks. He is up to 4th right now. Lap number 30 out of 180. 51-50 Tuesday night Cup Series action right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Justin Rhodes is bad fast here tonight. Cam Patterson smokes the wall. So does Samara. Samara might have some damage, folks. Absolutely annihilated the wall. His right side is going to be junk. Let's look at this car here, folks. Ryan Samara absolutely tears the wall down. Hopefully that car can drive. We're going to find out, though, in the coming laps. Samara driving in over his head. The Team BCI owner, Brian Samara, trying to keep up with that 38 car. Cam Patterson, you got a junk front end. He's out there making laps. Wheeling that thing around here. I bet he's wearing his tires down, though, folks. I would almost guarantee it, because that car's junk, and Cam Patterson is driving the hell out of it. Meanwhile, though, Maverick Davis, still your race leader. He has a lead of about 2.5 seconds, folks. A big lead for Maverick Davis. We're going to hop up the Hutchinson Motorsports limit. Maverick Davis all the way up here all by himself. He is just leaving the field. He's almost 3 seconds up on 2nd place. If this thing stays green for a while, Maverick Davis is going to put some of these guys a lap down. We will have a stage, though. I'm trying to calculate what lap number that will be. It'll probably be around lap 50-some. 50-something, there'll be a stage caution. That'll be our only stage caution of the entire race. Go ahead and let me know in the chat if you know what lap number that's going to be. Meanwhile, Chad White, a smooth day so far. Had a little bit of an issue earlier on, but he's hanging on strong. Sitting in 3rd spot, the Loudon, Tennessean. Chad White in the 28 car, looking good here tonight. Going through the field, though, sitting in 5th right now. It's Cam Patterson with the junk front end, driving the hell out of that thing. The whole right side of that car is junk. But he's in the top 5, though, folks. Cam Patterson looking good. Brian Samara able to hold on to the 6th spot. Samara looking good around here. Says he's from Coral Springs, Florida. We all know he's from the Carolinas. When are you going to update your hometown, Brian? But behind him, it's the Canadian weapon in the 69 car, Riley Sullivan. Working his way through the field. Is he going to turn Samara? You never know with this man. Keep an eye on this guy. He's a dirty driver. Riley Sullivan. Behind him, we got the 9 car, Frank Warner. Frank Warner said he had something for Matt. And he might be onto something, though, folks. Frank Warner started in the back. He has worked his way up 6 spots. He is up to 8. Frank Warner is coming, folks. Behind him in the 9th spot, we have the 37 car of Bryce Barfield. Bryce Barfield, after starting all the way back in about 14th, 15th spot, he is up to 9th spot. Slowly but surely working his way through the field. Right behind Bryce, we have the GOAT of racing in the 73 car, the fan favorite. In the Happy Birthday Aaron car, the 73 of Kenneth Bartholomew, and he's making a move. This is a battle for 9th. Can Kenneth the GOAT find a way around the 37 car? We're going to hop on board with the GOAT, Kenneth Bartholomew. Interesting to see Kenneth is not downshifting here. I know some of these guys are. Well, he's going in a lot deeper than that 37 car, folks. Looks like he's not going to be able to find some speed around him. Meanwhile, we're dropping back. Bump and run. Jesse Becker has gained a couple spots since we last checked in. The Southport, North Carolina. Right now, sitting all the way back in 15th spot. He's got some serious work to do. Logan Fischischen looking slow around the speedway. Sitting in 11th spot right now. Holding up JT Tinker. Tinker is getting impatient. We're going to stay tuned right here, folks. JT might turn him. JT is getting sick of waiting. He says this damn 19 car is slow. He is in the way. I'm going to turn him. The 93, a JT Tinker, trying to work his way through the field. Nowhere to go with Fischischen in the way. getting a run. He's going to have to get back up on him. Right now, sitting all the way back in 12th spot. Meanwhile, Brian Samara still sitting in 6th spot right now. Looks like he did get passed by somebody. Nope, no, he was in 6th before. Samara holding on strong, holding off Sullivan for the time being. Meanwhile, Maverick Davis still your race leader, and he has already gotten the lap traffic, folks. We're going to hop on board with our race leader, Maverick Davis. As you see, he's in 4th gear here, folks. Shifts up to 5th. That's what the fast guys do here. Ladies and gentlemen, downshifted into 4th. Maverick Davis shifted multiple times every single lap, and that is why he is bad fast. He's got about a 5-second lead on Chris Vincent. After just putting Aaron Poplin a lap down, Maverick Davis flying around the speedway, setting track records. He is the man to beat. He's going to need to get wrecked to lose this race, folks. I'll tell you that right now. But dropping back through the field, let's find the next battle. Looks like the 37 car, Bryce Barfield, is running down the 9 car, Franklin Warner. Can steady hand Frank Warner hold him off? We're going to hop on board with steady hand Frank Warner. Here he is, the New Yorker, Frank Warner, trying to hold off Barfield. Is he going to be able to do so? Looking good so far, Frank Warner protecting that middle line here. Dropping back even further. Brianna Lavin's dropping her way all the way to last. She's trying to get lapped right now. Brianna Lavin is junk around Richmond Raceway. Not sure what's going on with the 10 car. Lavin going to run high, get out of the way for the leader. She is absolute junk around this speedway, folks. All the way back to 16th spot. That is unfortunate. Meanwhile, Cody Curran in the 3 car, after being involved in an earlier wreck, making a move on Tinker. Curran to the inside of Tinker, trying to take over that 12th spot, and he's going to do so. There's a 3 car, Cody Curran. Heading back up front, Riley Sullivan trying to get to that back bumper of Brian Samara, unable to get away around him. Really no other good battles going on throughout the track, so we're going to hop on to the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. The most beautiful view in the entire industry. It's crazy the things we do here, folks. We appreciate you tuning in, though. Lap number 48 out of 180. Any moment we're going to be having our stage caution. I know it's lap 50-something. Let me do the quick math here, folks. Our stage break should be at the end of lap number 54. So at the end of lap number 54, we're going to throw a yellow, have a little stage break. That's going to be the only one we do in the entire race. We got a long green run after about 3 or 4 straight cautions to start the race. Looking good so far. This has been about a 20 to 30 lap run. Maverick Davis putting some cars a lap down, putting a big lead between him and 2nd spot. Right now he's about 7.5 seconds ahead of Chris Vincent. 15 cars on the lead lap. The last car on the lead lap currently is the number 97, a bump and run, Jesse Beck. Meanwhile, here comes the 38 car. Cam Patterson trying to make a move on to Justin Rhodes. Looking to the inside. Can Cam Patterson get around him in that junk car? This is a battle for 3rd. Looks like the 71 starts to throw a block. Cam Patterson doesn't care. I'll tell you what, Cam is not one you want to throw a block on because he doesn't lift for nothing. He is a bull in a china closet. This man just doesn't lift. He doesn't care. Move or be moved is his motto. He's one of the dirtier drivers in the field. But here he is, staying calm, cool, and collected. He is definitely much faster than the 71 car. He's going to need to find a way around him. Is he going to move him, folks? Meanwhile, Brian Samara getting to his back bumper. To the inside goes Patterson, looking to take over that 4th spot, and it looks like he's going to do so. The 71 of Rhodes, though, trying to hold off. Not going to do so. Here comes Samara in the 53 car. He's also looking to take over a spot. The 71 looking to get freight train. 71 trying to get down the side draft. Tries to help him out the most he can. Trying to gain the spot back. Looking good up high, honestly. Cam Patterson has damaged his tires, it's looking like. Trying to get around this 71 car. Samara is getting held up by both. He says somebody needs to get the hell out of the way because it's go time. Brian Samara is looking to get going. Meanwhile, here comes a 69 car. It's a 4-car battle. They're going to door each other. They're dooring each other, ladies and gentlemen. This is a battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. These 4 side by side, duking it out. Sullivan gets thrown off a little bit. These cars going to have to check up a little bit. And we got one in the wall. Fishishing into the wall. Absolute junk. Going to have a damage right front. He's going to have to limp his way into the stage break. We should be throwing a yellow here any moment, though, folks. Yellow flag is out the end of the stage. Fishishing lucked out there. Smoked the wall, but he's going to be able to come down the pit road to get that lump of junk fixed up. Looking through the board, though, our Stage 1 winner in the 15 car. He's the man to beat here, folks. It's Maverick Davis. Second spot, we have the 33 car, Chris Vincent, followed by Chad White in the 28. Justin Rhodes able to hold off to that fourth spot. That's pretty impressive. Little bit dirty driving there, not going to lie, but he's able to do it. He did what needed to be done. Riley Sullivan worked his way from 7th to 5th there, got around Samara and Patterson. And then Samara bringing home the 7th place finish for the stage. Meanwhile, you're about to see all these racers head down pit road here. Everybody's going to want to get fresh tires. Here come our leaders. We're going to watch the race off of pit road. Right there, you'll see the 15 car pulling into the last spot. You know he's going to be the first one off of pit road, I'm sure. Right sides are up. He's going to want 4 fresh tires. Sullivan had to back into a spot. That's going to hurt him. Sullivan might lose some ground here, folks. 15 car, the first one off pit road by a country mile. Second out of pit road, we have Vincent, followed by White, followed by Rhodes, Patterson, Sullivan, Barfield, Warner, the GOAT, and then Fishishing. So Maverick Davis, your race leader, though, folks. First car off the pit road by a country mile. Maverick Davis leading this race. Has a lap car in front of him. 63 a pop and says, hell with it. I'm staying out here. I'm going to get my lap back. So it's going to be on old junk tires. But it's a risk you got to take if you're Aaron Poplin. You're just trying to get your lap back. Get back on track here. Meanwhile, we're going to get some of this patented Hutchinson Motorsports music playing for you guys. We appreciate you tuning in. Tuesday night racing 5150 Cup Series action right here, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Jarrett Feldman tuning in says, put the 15 in the wall. Hey, Jarrett, I'm sure you're rooting for the number 69 car of Riley Sullivan, aren't you? A big fan of Riley Sullivan. It's Jarrett Feldman. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in, Jarrett. Here's your man right here, the number 69 is Riley Sullivan. Jarrett's favorite driver. Your guy's sitting in 6th spot right now, Jarrett. Maverick Davis, so your race leader has led every single lap so far. We're coming on to lap number 60. Can Maverick Davis run the whole gauntlet, lead every single lap, and win the race? We're going to find out right here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, Tuesday night racing 5150 Cup Series action. Richmond Raceway, sold out crowd. The GOAT on the call, Blake Hutchinson up here in the booth bringing you the action live. We appreciate you, though, tuning in. As always, we are 1 lap to green here soon. We're going to be lining up, ready to go. We're going to drop the hammer. That was our 4th caution of the night. That was a good long green run, though. After a handful of cautions to start the race, here we are. Stage number 1 over. Hopefully we're all green from here. We get some green flag stops, but I doubt it. You're about to see the pace car head down pit road. Ladies and gentlemen, Maverick Davis going to take a screen yet again. Pace car is in. Davis ready to go. Green flag in the air. Maverick Davis with a few car length lead. It's a race for second here, folks. Maverick Davis putting on a show. Absolutely dominating this race. Looking good through the field so far. We're going to stay zoomed out, see if these guys are going to junk each other. We got some battles through the field. Are they going to keep their cool? Looking good so far. Nothing exciting happened, so we're going to stay tuned. Watch this battle right here. Riley Sullivan in the 69 car. Currently sitting back in about the 6th spot. Trying to gain some ground. How about that 38 car wheeling that junk car? Front end is absolutely smashed. The whole right side looks like hell. But here he is. Cam Patterson sitting in the 5th spot. Looking good. Trying to hold off Sullivan in the 69 car. But how about Justin Rose? He's put on a good show here, folks. He started in the back, ladies and gentlemen, and he is still in 4th spot. Started all the way back in 15th spot. He is still in 4th. He has looked good all race long. Does Justin Rhodes have something for these racers? Dropping back. Here comes the GOAT. Kenneth Bartholomew in the number 73 car. Out of Glen Cove, Long Island. Looking good. Slicing and dicing his way through the field. We're going to hop on board with the GOAT. Kenneth Bartholomew in the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view. Taking it easy up high. He's letting guys pass him. He's just pulling over. Get on the gas, Kenneth. It is go time, buddy. Here comes Tinker, though, out of nowhere. JT Tinker working his way through the field. He is up to 7th. How about that 93 car after a great pit stop? JT Tinker is not saving any tires. He says, the hell with saving. I'm done. It's go time. JT Tinker working his way through the field, taking over the 7th spot. Back out front, Chad White's taking over the 2nd spot. Chad White in the 28 car sitting in 2nd spot. He's about 2 seconds behind our race leader. As we have heard, it is a battle for 2nd right now. Maverick Davis is just leaving these guys yet again. But a long way to go, though, folks. Back to the field. JT Tinker was passed by Bartholomew. Bartholomew is the GOAT, folks. I tell you what, how did he make that move to get around him? Unbelievable. The things this man can do with a car. The 73 is an absolute wheelman, folks. Dropping to the back. How about Jesse Becker? He is junk here tonight. Richmond Raceway. He went from hero to zero. Richmond Raceway is not bump and run Jesse Becker's cup of tea. He is terrible around this speedway, folks. Sitting in 13th spot out of Southport, North Carolina. He's slow. It's the 97 car. Bump and run Jesse Becker. Back out front, I'll tell you who's not slow. It's this 15 car, Maverick Davis, flying around the speedway. He's almost 3 seconds up on the field. He's almost a straightaway ahead of 2nd spot already. Looking at the battle for last. Ran 11, able to avoid a wreck there. Darian Mertens has been struggling, folks. Darian Mertens is a lap down, and you can tell it. He is struggling out here, ladies and gentlemen. But I consider the battle for last, the battle for the last car in the lead lap. So that currently goes to the 10 car, Brianna Lavin. Somehow she's behind the 63 of Aaron Poplin. That is embarrassing. These two are slow. But back out front, Maverick Davis out front by about a 3.5 second lead or so. Looking good around the speedway. Just so smooth around here. No tire wear. Looking good. Dropping back, sitting in the 10th spot. It's the 3 car of Cody Curran out of Stanley, North Dakota. Surprised they even have internet over in Stanley, North Dakota. But here we are. Cody Curran. Solid race so far. Has been involved in a wreck or two. Trying to hold off the 19 car. Decision drives it in way too deep. Going to lose a lot of ground coming on. Back out front, though, Riley Sullivan in the 63 car, sitting in the 5th spot. Solid day here so far. The Montreal Quebecan, the Canadian Weapon is what he's known as. One of the dirtiest drivers in the field. Absolutely dumped Jarrett Feltman at Bristol to win it. Dirtiest move I've ever seen. But here we are, sitting in 5th spot. Does he have another trick up his sleeve? We're going to find out in about 100 laps, folks. Meanwhile, Chris Vincent out of Holman, Wisconsin, still holding on strong in the 3rd spot. The SSR racer, Chris Vincent, looking good here tonight. Trying to get around that 28 car, Chad White. But Chad White is an absolute wheelman. And we're going to find out how he does it. The Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view with the wheelman, the Loudon, Tennessean, Chad White. Here he is, folks. Look at how he does it. This man can wheel anything. Hell, I saw him take a cup car around one of them dirt road courses. This man can drive anything on anything, folks. One time I said, hey, Chad, what are you doing? He was taking the Cup cars around the Chili Bowl. The dirt track Chili Bowl. He somehow was taking this Cup car around the Chili Bowl. This man, I tell you what, if it's got 4 wheels on it, Chad White can wheel that thing and he will be up front. Because he is the GOAT. Well, back to the back. It's a 19 car Logan Fishation. The Brockport, North Carolina. Slow as hell. Putting around the speedway. Sitting in 11th spot. Not a good day. But how about Brian Samara? Talk about a choke job. Brian Samara back in 11th spot. Rumor is down pit road, the Jackman had to drop the car and raise it 3 times. Word is the Team BCI has fired the Jackman mid-race. We have never seen anything like this. Hopefully they have somebody that can run the Jack the rest of the race for the 53 team. But Brian Samara not happy on the radio. There was an exchange of words between him and his team. Brian Samara to the back. Meanwhile, Maverick Davis still looking good. About a 5-second lead on our racers. We're going to hop up to the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. Look at the beautiful views around this speedway, folks. All these camera angles we bring to you. Honestly, it's incredible. Here comes the 93, making a move on Bartholomew. Can Tinker get back around the 73 car? Tinker on the inside. The 93 with some speed. Looks like he's going to take the spot over for the time being. Can he hold it? Yes, sir. JT Tinker back up to 7th spot. Looking at these beautiful views around the speedway. Look at all these racers. Incredible crowd, sold out attendance record here tonight, folks. Tuesday night racing. Darian Mertens has pulled it down pit lane. He says, I am done. I'm junk. I'm slow. My car sucks. I'm done. So he's pulling it down pit road. The 32 car is done. Incredible views here, brought to you by Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best broadcast company in the entire industry, folks. Incredible the things we bring to you. With about 98 laps left to go, looks like Maverick Davis still your race leader, but we're watching some battles, and here comes a 37 car, Bryce Barfield. He's gained a couple spots here in the last few laps. Definitely somebody to keep an eye on. Bryce Barfield has gained 6 spots since the start of this race. He is up to 7th spot, folks. Maverick Davis out front all by himself. About a 6.5 second lead. I'm curious if this thing stays green, how many cars do you think that Maverick Davis is going to put a lap down? I mean, if this thing stays green for a while, I expect him to put at least half the field down a lap, maybe more. We're going to find out. I'm not sure what our pit window is here. I know these guys are going to have to pit at least one more time. But it should be a little while, because they all did pit around lap 55 or so. Going through the field, though, not much has changed. Jesse Becker is working his way slowly but surely up to the field. He's up to 11th. One of the most patient guys in the field is bump and run, Jesse Becker. The 97 car working his way up to 11th so far. Has a long way to go, though. We're going to hop on board with Justin Rhodes, our hard charger of the race, the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view with the number 71 machine, Justin Rhodes, sitting in 4th spot right now after starting all the way back in 15th. Here he is, being a wheelman. He's not downshifting. He don't care. He says, I'm just cruising, bud. I'm holding 5th gear, and I don't care. And here comes Sullivan, the weapon underneath him. The 69 car. Is Sullivan going to need to move him, or is he just going to blow right by him? This is a battle for 4th. Sullivan underneath. Is he going to throw a dirty slider? Not going to need to. Looks like he's going to get the run off the corner to overtake the spot. Meanwhile, Cam Patterson tries to jump to 71, but Rhodes is able to save it. Here comes Patterson. This is now a battle for 5th spot. Rhodes sitting in 5th. Patterson sitting in 6th. Does the 38 car want the spot more? We're going to hop on board with the 38 car, Cam Patterson. He's going to move him, folks. He's trying to move him out of the way. Cam Patterson in the 38. Out of Alabama. He's got a junk-looking car. Trying to hold off that bad, fast 37 car, though, too. Bryce Barfield is flying around this speedway. He has figured something out. 38 going in deep to the bottom. Can he get around the 71 car? 71 trying to side draft him, doing all he can. It's going to be a drag race off the backstretch. 38 looks to have the spot. He's going to need one more good corner. Looks like the 63 of Aaron Poplin's deciding to bring it down pit lane because he is junk. At the line, it looks like the 71 still holding on to that 5th spot. Cam Patterson not going to give it up, though. Justin Rose trying to make Cam Patterson burn up every bit of tire he can. Boy, when you pin those racers to the bottom, it really tears them tires up here at Richmond Raceway. Cam Patterson just wants the spot, though. Barfield in the 37. Is he going to follow Patterson? Not yet. The 71 able to hold him off here on that outside line. Doing a great job of protecting him. Meanwhile, it looks like Patterson has a run coming off the corner. Throws a block at the bottom. Not sure what that was about. Throws a dirty block on the 37, and Bryce Barfield, middle finger out of the window. He is unhappy. Here comes a 37 of Barfield. Keep an eye out. Barfield is heated. The 71 arose to the outside. Cam Patterson is blocking like 2001 Dale Earnhardt Sr. He is blocking the entire field. He thinks this is a super speedway, and he gets turned after blinking. That was well deserved, folks. Cam Patterson throwing dirty blocks. We are still green. It was a one-car incident. We're still green, folks. That's unfortunate for Barfield. Patterson throwing dirty blocks. He's blinking, and he gets turned. That's 100% on Patterson. Barfield has a little bit of damage on the car, but it's not bad. And the 71 throwing a block. Everybody's wanting to block that 37 car. Bryce Barfield is pissed. He is yelling on the radio. He is not happy. Meanwhile, here comes a 97 out of nowhere. These guys were battling. Meanwhile, the 97 was sneaking up on them. In that 97 car, find his way around these guys. He is all the way up to 8th spot right now, trying to battle for 7th. Barfield on the inside. Becker on the outside. Who's going to get the spot? It's getting interesting here, folks. These guys throwing blocks on each other. Nobody wants to give an inch here. Richmond Raceway racing right here. 5150 Cup Series action. Tuesday night racing. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We are on board watching this battle for about 6th through 9th spots. These guys just don't care. They're dooring each other. They're blocking each other. The 97 to the inside. He's going to find a way around the 71. 97 Jesse Becker going to the front, folks. He heard me talking smack earlier. I called him slow. I called him junk. Well, here comes a Southport, North Carolina. Just Jesse Becker, bump and run. Jesse Becker slicing and dicing his way through the field. He is up to 7th, ladies and gentlemen. It's officially go time. Meanwhile, back out front, Maverick Davis with about a 10-second lead. Chad White sitting in 2nd spot. Davis working on some lap traffic. It's Frank Warner. Frank Warner said he had something for Davis. Did he mean he was going to junk him when he was getting lapped? We're going to find out. Is the 9 car going to put an end to Davis's night? He said he would earlier on. I thought he said he was going to win, but I don't think he meant it. I think he meant he was just going to turn him. But the 9 car Warner says, hell, you go to the outside, bud. Lets him go. Decided not to junk him this time by. It's a 9 car. Frank Warner being a nice guy. Dropping back here, Jesse Becker trying to work on that number 37 car, Bryce Barfield. And Barfield is bad fast. But in front of him, it's JT Tinker, who snuck his way around the entire field there while everybody was battling. Gained a bunch of spots. JT Tinker out of Charlotte, North Carolina. The Team BCI racer looking good, trying to put together a good points night for him. Lap 100 out of 180. 5150 Cup Series action right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best broadcast company in the entire industry. Ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, Riley Sullivan still holding on strong. 4th spot right now for the 69 car. 3rd spot still Chris Benson in the 33. And in 2nd, we got Chad White, the wheelman, the number 28 car. About a 10.5-second gap between him and the race leader, Maverick Davis. Maverick Davis has lapped a couple more cars. Like Frank Warner, the first car lap down. Next up, Cam Patterson with the junk car. has been throwing dirty blocks, has been smoking everybody. As you can tell, looks like that car's been in a war zone, folks. It's the 38 car, an absolute weapon. Is he going to turn our race leader? We're going to find out. Maverick Davis in the 15 car coming up on Patterson. That is not a car you want to try to lap. Davis says, are you going to get the hell out of the way? No? Well, I'm going to have to move you. Maverick Davis to the inside of the 38. 38 holding his line up high. He's going to let him go this time. Or not. Might side draft him. Nope, he's going to let him go. There goes Maverick Davis. Meanwhile, the 38 is sliding all around the track. Has some junk tires after overdriving the car. He is now a lap down. Back to this battle. JT Tinker still holding on strong to fifth spot. But he's got to the back bumper of the 69 car. JT Tinker looking to make a move. This is a battle for fourth spot. Tinker on the inside. Barfield looking to throw a move himself. Barfield in the 37. Here comes the 97 of Becker, though. 4-car battle. This is a battle for 4th through 8th. Tinker to the inside. Looks like he's going to gain a spot here. Tinker to 4th. The 69 of Sullivan is going to have to concede the spot. Here comes Barfield to the bottom in the number 37 car. Barfield says, get on the gas, JT. I want to pass this slug as well. Can Barfield find his way around him, or is he going to have to take him 3 wide? If JT Tinker's going to keep screwing around, Barfield's going to need to make something happen. Brianna Lavin's on fresher tires or something. She's flying through the field a lap down, junking cars, trying to anyways. She is a lap down, taking cars out. She's going to turn Sullivan, folks. She's trying to. Meanwhile, there goes the 37 getting around Sullivan. Sullivan trying to cross him over. Can Sullivan get underneath the 37? I don't think so. I think Riley Sullivan has some junk tires, folks. I think he burned them up. He's about to drop to the back. We're going to hop up to our eyes in the sky, the Hutchinson Motorsports Blend. Watch this battle. Sullivan all over the place. He has junked his tires. He is going to go to the back. Sullivan back to 6th spot right now. Here comes Jesse Becker to the outside, looking to find a way around him. And there he goes, the 97 car. Looks to take over the 6th spot. Bumping around Jesse Becker after starting in 5th, dropping all the way to the back, falling a lap down. He is up to 6th spot right now. The 97 car bumping around Jesse Becker, looking good around the speed. Nothing's changed up front though. Top 5 still the same. Bryce Barfield trying to go to work on JT Tinker. Sullivan is all over the place though, folks. That 69 car has junked his tires. Brianna Lavin trying to work her way through the field on them fresher tires. How many laps down is Brianna Lavin? She is 2 laps down, trying to unlap herself. She got a long way to go because Maverick Davis is about a half a track ahead. 10 car getting around the 37. That is not a battle for the position though. Here comes Jesse Becker down pit road. Our pit stops have stopped. Jesse Becker's the first car on the lead lap to come down pit road. Here comes Cody Curran and Justin Rhodes as well. Justin Rhodes and Cody Curran, as well as Jesse Becker coming down pit road. Gonna get interesting here, folks. If you're Maverick Davis, you probably want to come and pit right about now. You don't want to risk anything. You don't want to stay out there too long. If I'm Maverick Davis, I want to come down pit road. I want to lap as many cars as I can lap. We're going to see what he decides to do. Jesse Becker leaving pit lane, as well as Cam Patterson. Cam Patterson coming down pit lane. Justin Rhodes leaving. Cody Curran completed his stop as well. So we got 3 cars have already pitted here on the lead lap, while Maverick Davis continues to put cars a lap down. And Riley Sullivan has dropped himself all the way back to 6th spot. Currently with pit stops, there are only 7 cars on the lead lap. That's about to drop, as Maverick Davis looks to put down the GOAT, Kenneth Bartholomew, a lap down. None of these cars have pit yet. They will need to come down pit road eventually. 15 car Davis looking to put a couple more down. And he's going to pass the number 7 spot here, Kenneth Bartholomew, as well as the 6th car, the 6th position car, the 69 of Riley Sullivan, going a lap now. So currently 5 cars on the lead lap, ladies and gentlemen. After some pit stops, Logan Fishishin coming down pit lane, Brian Samara down pit lane as well. Here comes Frank Warner, steady hand Frank, bringing her down to pit lane. Meanwhile, our race leader's staying out there. He says, hell, I'm going to run these junk tires to the ground. I don't care. I am bad fast. He's Maverick Davis. He is out front. He's got about a 14-second lead on Chad White and Chris Vincent. None of our top 5 have pit. Here's our 5th place car right here. And here's our race leader. Look at that. Maverick Davis trying to lap the field. Meanwhile, the 3 car of Cody Kern on fresh tires. He is a lap or 2 down. Working his way back to the field on them fresher tires. JT Tinker, though, still holding on to that 4th spot, trying to hold off Bryce Barfield, the 37 car. The race leader is gaining on these 2, though. As you can see, the white car, Maverick Davis, sneaking up on these 2, trying to put him a lap down. He wants to pin every car a lap down he can. Knowing Maverick Davis, he's kind of cocky. My guess is he does want to lap the entire field. I'm sure that's his goal here tonight. But he's going to do every bit of strategy he can to lap the entire field just to prove a point. 15 car getting around the 5th spot car. We are down to 4 cars on the lead lap. Next up, JT Tinker in the 93 car. He's going to come down pit lane. JT Tinker elects to come down pit lane, letting the leader by. So Maverick Davis, your race leader, we are down to 3 cars. Here comes Chad White down pit lane as well. Chris Vincent in 2nd spot. Vincent and Davis are the last 2 cars on the lead lap that have not pit. He is 15 seconds behind our race leader, Maverick Davis. That is more than half a lap. We are right here on lap 120 out of 180. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty. We had a rough start, ladies and gentlemen. Caution after caution to start the race. But boy, it's been clean and green ever since. Maverick Davis putting on a clinic, has dominated this race, has led every single lap so far. When is he going to elect to come down pit lane? Just a matter of time. Vincent and Davis still the last 2 cars that have not pit. Maverick Davis still slicing and dicing his way through the field, putting cars multiple laps down now. When is the 15 car going to come down pit lane? He's just losing time staying out there, in my opinion. I think he needs to come down pit lane. You could have lapped the field, Maverick, if you would have just split the stage up in halves. But it's part of it here. He's a wheel man. He knows what he's doing. He is out front by about 16 seconds now. Currently, Riley Sullivan holding on to the 5th spot right now. Kenneth Bartholomew in 4th. Not sure if he's pit yet. Let's pull up our Hutchinson Motorsports pit strategy board. Well, as you can tell, Maverick Davis, Chris Vincent have not pit. Looks like Bryce Barfield, Bartholomew have not pit. Riley Sullivan still hasn't, as well as Christian Taylor has not pit since the last stop. So we still have a handful of guys on old tires. Just 2 cars on the lead lap. Maverick Davis and Chris Vincent. Not too much else going on around the speedway. Maverick Davis still your race leader. Once again, though, with a humongous 16.5-second lead. Just a matter of time before he laps the whole field, in my opinion. Watching these racers fly by, ladies and gentlemen. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best broadcast company in the entire business. We have about 53 laps left to go around the speedway here, Richmond Raceway. Appreciate you tuning in. Tuesday night racing, same time, same place, every single Tuesday night right here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, bringing you the 5150 Cup Series action. I'm the GOAT of broadcasting, Blake Hutchinson, up here in the booth. We are watching the 15 car put on a clinic here tonight. Hell, he may just not even pit. He might just run out of gas. Maverick Davis, he's going to stay out here all day. Still running pretty good lap times. He has only lost a second from his best lap. That says a lot on 60-some-odd lap old tires. Doing a great job of saving. Looking through the field, though, our hard charger of the race. Currently Bryce Barfield, but he hasn't pit yet. We're going to see if that maintains the 37 car Bryce Barfield. Looking through the field, though, seeing where the battles are at. Not too much else going on. .19.5 lead, and here comes Chris Vincent. Chris Vincent electing to pit. He says, I've had enough of these junk tires. Chris Vincent heading down pit lane. So as soon as Maverick Davis passes pit lane, he's going to have every single car a lap down. He has lapped the entire field officially, folks, but he still needs to pit. Maverick Davis, the only car on the lead lap. Somebody has to be on the lead lap, and it's the 15 car Maverick Davis. The last cars to pit are your race leader, Maverick Davis, as well as Bryce Barfield, Riley Sullivan. Just those three. Those are the only three that haven't pit, I do believe. So our top three still needing to pit here. Any moment you're going to see him come down. Sure, they're running low on fuel. There's only so much longer he can drag this out. Lap number 134 out of 180 laps. Right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tuesday night racing 5150 Cup Series action. We're watching Maverick Davis put on an absolute clinic. We're going to hop on board the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view with our race leader, Maverick Davis, who has lapped the entire field. But it's just a matter of time before he comes down pit lane. And I tell you what, there will at least be a handful of cars that regain the spot on the lead lap. Riley Sullivan taking over the second spot. It appears off of pit lane, Bryce Barfield stayed out really long, lost a lot of ground, folks. Bryce Barfield losing all kinds of ground. He's going to drop back. He's down to 12th, might go to 13th. Bryce Barfield staying out way too long. Here comes our race leader, Maverick Davis. That's going to put some guys back on the lead lap. The 15 car, Maverick Davis, finally coming down pit lane. He's still going to be your race leader after this stop. I guarantee that. But I guarantee he's lost a lot of ground staying out that long. So I think he's going to go from about a 15. Oh, we got a car crash. Christian Taylor junked his car. Nope, that was not a junking. He just got a little loose. Oh, wait, there it is. One car incident. We are still green. Christian Taylor able to keep it on the apron. One car incident, still green. Maverick Davis pulling off a pit lane. Still your race leader, Riley Sullivan. Keeping up. Sullivan must have did a I wonder if he did a two-tire stop or something. Because he gained a lot of ground on that stop. Riley Sullivan, I think, took no tires. Not sure about that decision. Maybe he hasn't even pit yet. Hell, I don't know. I'm not sure Riley Sullivan is pit, folks. He's 5 seconds behind our race leader. I don't think he's pit yet. There's no telling. We'll find out at the end of this race. But Maverick Davis, still your race leader. Riley Sullivan sitting in second spot. Third spot, currently the 97 car after a great stop. Bump and run. Jesse Becker working his way up to the podium. How about that? We have about 41 laps left around the Speedway. Richmond Raceway Racing 5150 Cup Series action right here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV. It's been great seeing some green flag stops here after a brutal start. We have figured it out around the Speedway. Staying green here for a long time. Jesse Becker in third. Chad White holding on to the fourth spot. And Brian Samara in the 53 car sitting in fifth spot. Back out front, looks like Davis is going to actually put Chris Vincent a lap down. Vincent must have had a bad stop. Chris Vincent has dropped down to 9th. He had a bad stop. Not sure what happened. Meanwhile, Riley Sullivan is dropping like a rock, folks. I don't know if he didn't pit or if he just did fuel only or what's going on. But meanwhile, we're watching our race leader. He is lapping cars left and right, flying by him. He's got the freshest tires on the track, and he is bad fast, folks. His last lap was a 21.80, and that is going through lap traffic. It is go time for the 15 car. He wants to try to put everybody a lap down. He's going to have a shot at it. It's not going to be easy. He's going to need to run a flawless race to do so. It's just a matter of time, though, before Bump and Run Jesse Becker catches the number 69 car, Riley Sullivan. Let's hop on board here, Bump and Run Jesse Becker. There's Riley Sullivan. 2 cars in front of him. That yellow car on the outside. 2 or 3 cars ahead. Sullivan holding on to second for the time being, but Jesse Becker is flying around the speedway. He is coming, folks. Sullivan has old junk tires. Becker has some fresh ones looking good. He's going to take over that second spot any moment. Meanwhile, Maverick Davis out to about a 16-second lead. Currently, we have 5 cars on the lead lap. The last car on the lead lap, it's Brian Samara. But here comes your race leader. About to put him a lap down. Slide job. The 15 car throws a slider on him, blows by him. We are down to 4 cars on the lead lap. Maverick Davis is bad fast, folks. Here he is, your race leader, trying to lap the entire field. What an impressive feat it would be if he can do it, folks. Can Maverick Davis lap the entire field? It would be impressive. It's going to be tough for him to lap Jesse Becker, I do believe, as well as Chad White. We're down to 3 cars on the lead lap, folks. Riley Sullivan has entered pit lane. He had to pit. 3 cars on the lead lap here. Richmond Raceway. Maverick Davis out to an 18.5-second lead. I don't know. I think he can lap the field here, folks. Looking at the last lap, Maverick Davis was 0.8 of a second faster than Jesse Becker. So he definitely has time to lap the entire field. Do it quite easily, honestly. Hell, Jesse Becker is only a couple of cars in front of him. You see the white car about 3 cars ahead? That is Jesse Becker, your second place car. We are on board with our race leader. Second place is in his front windshield, folks. That means he is about to lap the entire field. The next car in front of him is a lapper. That's Brianna Lavin in the 10 car. She's slow here today. Looks absolutely terrible. So she is just in the way right now. But in front of her, we have the 3rd place car, the 28 of Chad White. And then in front of him, it's a 97 in second spot, Jesse Becker. We might see history, folks. This will be the first time that somebody in 5150 lapped the entire field, I do believe. Still 30 more laps left to go. The only thing that'll make him not lap the field is going to be a caution. Last time around the speedway, he's about a half a second faster than Jesse Becker and Chad White. And that is in traffic. So I suspect in about 5 or 6 laps, he's probably going to be back to the back bumper there. Chad White and Jesse Becker. Zooming out, we're going to stay tuned right here. Watching these two. This is a battle for second, and you see the leader sneaking up on them. That's how dominating of a race it's been, folks. The battle for second, they're trying to hold off the race leader from lapping him, and he is flying, folks. He's got fresh tires. About 20 lap newer tires in these two. He's going to blow by Chad White on the outside. Chad White's an experienced driver. He's just going to let him go. He says, I got nothing for you, bud. You're the GOAT. Uh-oh. The 97 gets a little loose. He's going to lose a spot. That's unfortunate. Jesse Becker going to have to give up the second spot. And you have seen it, folks. Maverick Davis has lapped the entire field. Nobody on the lead lap except the 15 car of Maverick Davis. He's out here playing chess while these kiddos are playing checkers. It's the 15 car. These guys are officially racing for second place. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. With 26 laps left to go, Maverick Davis has lapped the field. No more pit stops needed. We're going to see if there's a yellow that maybe brings a lucky dog around. But I don't think anybody's got anything for him, even if that happens. Flying around this speedway. Not much to watch in this battle for the lead, so we're going to drop back here. Really nothing happening, so we're going to check out our Hutchinson Motorsports chat. We appreciate you tuning in here. Tuesday night Racing 5150 Cup Series action. Michael Peters watching out. We appreciate you tuning in, Michael. You're the GOAT. Looking through the field here. Not too much going on. We're just waiting for the checkered flag at this point, folks. Maverick Davis flying around the field. Hell, we'll see if he wants to lap the whole field twice. See if he wants to challenge himself there. Looking through the field, there are 14 cars, one lap down. And one car on the lead lap. It's your race leader. Because it's officially impossible for the leader to lap himself. So there always has to be one car on the lead lap. That's where we're at here tonight. Richmond Raceway 5150 Cup Series action. Tuesday night racing, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Same time, same place, every single Tuesday night. I'm Blake Hutchinson on the call, known as the GOAT of broadcasting, bringing you the action live up here in the tower. Beautiful Richmond Raceway. What a great night for racing, folks. 20 more laps left around the speedway. We are watching Maverick Davis make history. And here comes Chris Vincent, folks. Jesse Becker has had to come down pit lane. He junked his car earlier on, had to come down, get some fresh tires. His night is done for after working his way back up to the second spot. That is unfortunate. Bumping around Jesse Becker is done. Meanwhile, we are watching our leader slice and dice his way, put some more lap cars down. Maverick Davis putting on an absolute clinic here tonight. We knew he was a car to beat coming in, but we did not expect this. I've never seen anything like it. I've seen Maverick dominate some races, but not to this extent. Chad White holding on strong to second spot. It's about a 2.5 second lead on third spot, which is currently Chris Vincent. Just a reminder to our racers, after the race is over, if our top three could come to the Hutchinson Motorsports broadcasting booth waiting room, we're going to drag you in for some interviews. About 17 laps left around the speedway. Maverick Davis putting down some good laps still. Fastest car on the track still. 22.20 last lap. So far, your hard charger is really close. Currently, somehow it's a 19 car, Logan Physician. Only gained 5 spots, but a lot of these guys just haven't really gained much ground. Started back in about 12th spot, up to 7th. But that could change because JT Tinker is working his way back up to the field. Tinker gaining the 5th spot, finds a way around Patterson. JT Tinker passes Cam Patterson. He is up to a top 5 spot, and his teammate slash car owner is the next car in front of him. It's Brian Samara. Good night so far for Brian Samara. Holding on strong, 4th place spot right now. The star of the show, though, clearly your race leader. It's Maverick Davis. Lap the whole field. Here we are. We're just waiting for the damn checkered flag at this point. Maverick Davis could probably pit in extra time and still win this race. That'd be interesting to see. The next closest battle looks to be Physician gaining some ground on Cam Patterson. Not sure if he's going to find a way around him. Patterson still wheeling that junk car. Able to fix it up a little bit. Front end doesn't look as bad, but right side still looks like junk. Driving like an absolute weapon earlier. Tore it up. Through some dirty blocks. We are on lap number 170 out of 180. 10 more laps left to go around the speedway here shortly. Frank Warner holding on to the 10th spot. Looking for a top 10 here. It's Frank Warner in the 9 car. Steady hand, Frank. Solid showing from Frank after a rough start. How about Riley Sullivan? A terrible pit strategy. Honestly, he had a top 5 car here tonight. Not sure why he stayed out so damn long. Absolutely threw the race. Typical Canadian fashion. Riley Sullivan, the Canadian weapon. He is all the way back to 12th spot. Unbelievable. Meanwhile, Vincent appears to be gaining ground on Chad White in the battle for second spot. With 9 laps left to go, can Vincent find a way around the 28 car of Chad White? He is about 7/10 of a second behind him. Still has 9 more laps to find a way around him. The 33 car looking for some speed. Trying to get up to Chad White in the 28 car. Chad White lapping Frank Warner. Looking like Chad's going to be able to hold on to that second spot. It looks like Physician has gotten around the 38 car. Cam Patterson dropping like a rock right now. Boy, that car is junk, folks. He has to drive the hell out of that thing to keep up, and it just junks his tires, and he drops to the rear immediately. Physician, currently your hard charger, has gained 6 spots, started in 12th up to 6th. Not too much going on around the speedway. We are just counting down the laps every single time the 15 car, Maverick Davis, passes by. 5.5 laps left to go here. Davis looking to put the 7th place car 2 laps down. Patterson decides to block the leader going 2 laps down. Sure about that. Lets him go this time, though. Really no battles going on, right? Except this one right here. Justin Rhodes and Cody Curran battling each other out. Except Curran's an extra lap down. So not really a battle. With 3 laps left to go. Maverick Davis could give himself a drive-through penalty down pit lane, still win this race. He has lapped the entire field. 3 laps left. All he's got to do is get around the speedway. Doesn't need to push it, but I know Maverick, he's still going to push it. He's trying to get to Physician to put him another lap down. We're going to hop on board here with our race leader. 2 laps left to go. I think he's going to find a way around the 19 as well as the 93. 93 getting loose. That is not what our race leader wants to see, folks. That has got to be a little scary. Our race leader watching these 2 lappers race each other. White flag in the air. Is Maverick Davis going to cool off, or is he going to push it? I think he's going to push it, folks. He's going to try and lap these guys for no reason. That's just how Maverick is. Last lap around the speedway. Maverick Davis, your race leader, has lapped the entire field. Keeping an eye on these lappers in front of him. Coming out of turns 3 and 4. Going to cross the line. Your race winner out of the 15 car, it's Maverick Davis. Lapped the whole field. Unbelievable. We're going to stay tuned right here in this battle. This is a battle for 5th spot. Logan Physician. Looks like he choked. He got to the bumper of JT Tinker, and he chokes, drops to the back, and it looks like JT Tinker taking home a top 5 finish. But if our top 3 racers could come to the broadcast booth waiting room, I'd appreciate it. We're going to knock these interviews out and get out of here for the night. Maverick Davis, your race winner here. 5150 Tuesday Night Cup Series action. Blake Hutchinson, the GOAT on the call, bringing it on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Watching the burnout of the 15 car. Let's hop on board here. Absolutely wheeled that thing. Deserves this burnout here, folks. Looking for Chad White, Maverick Davis, and Chris Vinson if you want interviewed. If not, no biggie. I will end this thing right here, right now. Give you about 10 more seconds. Maverick Davis, your race winner, though, folks. Let's pull up your official results. Your winner in the 15 car, Maverick Davis. Second place goes to Chad White in the 28. The 33 of Chris Vinson taking home third. Brian Samarin in the 53 car taking home fourth spot. And to round out the top 5, the 93 car, JT Tinker. Here's your top 5 here tonight, folks. We appreciate you tuning in. Oh, we do have some drivers waiting to be interviewed here. Let's pull them up. Chris Blake in the booth, you got me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, took home a third place spot. Not too bad. Podium finish. How'd the car feel?
Car felt great. Give it to Chad. Man, me and him battled all race long. It was fun. Got into him a little bit at the start of the race. Unintentional, but we worked it out.
Yeah. You know, it was definitely entertaining watching you two duke it out all race long, and a couple others up there as well. We all saw what Maverick Davis did, but aside from that, there were some pretty good battles.
Yeah, it was a good race. I knew if I could get out in front of him, I could hold him off, but in his dirty air, I had nothing for him. I caught him, and the only way I was going to get him at the end is moving him again, and I'd like to do that. Yeah,
well, again, you know, it was definitely a pretty good run for you. I do believe this was your best finish of the year so far. Is that right?
Yeah, so far I got it.
That's good.
I stayed off out of all the wrecks and all that.
Yeah. That's the main thing here. But hopefully next time we can talk to you in Victory Lane. But you did a great job. And before you head out, you got any shout-outs?
Yeah, I want to shout out to Tommy Brandon. Heck of a set this week. Yeah, SSR.
Yep. All right. Well, great job, Chris Vinson, taking home a third-place finish here at Richmond Raceway.
Thanks, Blake.
Yes, sir. That was Chris Vinson, our third-place finisher. Let's go ahead and pull up Chad White, the wheelman, second spot. Chad, Blake up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Hey, taking home a second-place finish. You can't complain. How'd the car feel for you?
It felt great. It didn't feel as good as that 15 car. It was just a white and blue blur flying around all over the place. I thought I was in pretty good shape coming in early, and then I didn't realize I was already a lap down to him. So that didn't really help anything.
Yeah, you know, at first I was kind of shocked how long he stayed out on that green flag stop, but it definitely worked out for him.
Yeah, well, his 30-lap run tires were just as fast as everybody else's fast lap, so it didn't really matter if he stayed out anyway.
yeah, I guess so. But hey, you definitely ran a great race. You almost got turned there early on. You were able to save it and keep the car clean and bring home a second-place finish.
Yeah, that might have been my fault. I think my brake point was off just a little bit on that one, but hopefully nobody got too bad damaged out of that wreck that happened behind us.
Yeah, well, I don't think so, but I'm not sure. But yeah, once again, though, definitely a good second-place finish for you. Before you head out, you got any shout-outs?
No. Not off the top of my head, anyway.
Hey, that's probably a first, so we definitely appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, great job out there, Chad. We look forward to seeing you next week, and maybe we can talk to you in Victory Lane.
All right. Yep. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. That was Chad White, the number 28 machine, taking home a second-place finish. But it's time to bring in the star of the show, folks. He has done the unheard of. He lapped the entire field. It's Maverick Davis in the 15 car. Let's see what he's got to say. Mav, Blake up in the booth. You got me?
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, I can't complain, but I'm not as good as you. You put on a clinic out there tonight. I assume the car felt pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, man, I can't even tell you how good of a week I had in officials, man. It was, for whatever reason, the updated set they Connie put out this week was an absolute flyer. I don't know. I just, for whatever reason, everything clicked this week, and definitely have been really, really fast.
Yeah, and we definitely saw it here tonight. So what you're saying is you were using an SSR setup, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. No, go to teamconnie.gg, get all your setup needs from there. Stuff is bad fast, and it's definitely, it comes with a price, but it's worth every penny.
All right, well, at least now y'all know where the fast setups are because Maverick Davis put on an absolute clinic out there. But hey, before you head out, you got any shout outs or anything to add?
I got to shout out Taylor for bringing these races every week, running the league. Also, then my man sponsoring the car, helping me out financially because your boy is broke. Also, got to shout out my boy Pete. He's been my ride or die since day one, trying to go places in this, and you for this excellent broadcast. I want to shout out all the drivers out here tonight. We had a little shaky start going on, but eventually it all cleaned up, and we had a really, really, really good long green run there. Everyone seemed to be respectful later on in the race, so I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, for sure. You know, the first 25, 30 laps were pretty brutal, but after that, I don't even think we had a wreck.
Yeah, no, it was good. I mean, there was a couple one car spins and some scares there, but everyone held on to it and kept her going green, and yeah, it was awesome.
Yes, sir. Well, great job tonight here. Maverick Davis bringing home a big win. And before we head out, a big shout out, though. Michael Peters, the biggest fan, always in the chat talking. We appreciate him tuning in every single week and rooting on Maverick Davis. Thanks for tuning in, though. I'm Blake Hutchinson, the go-to broadcasting up here in the booth, bringing you the action live on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best broadcast company in the entire business. I hope to see you back here next weekend, same time, same place. We're going to be at Martinsville, folks, right here Tuesday night.